Is the summer camp dead as an event? Well, and also the new summoner camp event has been revealed. Hi everybody. So we've got a new event coming later this month. As I said, I apologize if over this weekend you'll probably be like, oh my god, Rich, why is there so many videos about this one live stream? Well, there is so many things. I was having a conversation with Misty K on Twitter, and we were both thinking there's so many things to cover. If you saw my first video on Friday, you'll know there was notes, so check out the notes if you don't want to care to watch any of these videos. But there's so many things. Like, where do we begin? Okay, so we talked about briefly and I compared it to the summoner camp. I thought the summoner camp would come back this year, or summer event. Yes, the fun in the sun, but that's not really that. This is the summoner camp. Last year, it had a very different kind of strategy and makeup, and then like year before that, a different kind of like strategy and structure and stuff like that. Well, there's going to be something dropping on July 21st, which is going to be a new kind of double-tracked style event, which is, going to be fun. I'm sure we're going to like it. And there's going to be tokens as well that's involved with it. So if you go back in time to some of the other kind of setups, which I've got some images, where was it? Here, so the summoner camp. So this is what the summoner camp used to look like. These ones here, summoner camp and resort. So whether or not that we're still getting some kind of double track event, because that's what Kabam did. They put out in 2022 a double track event with special tokens, hexa badges. Do you remember hexa badges? They were confusing, weren't they? Of course they were. But they were relatively interesting times. You know what you're getting with a lot of this stuff as well. So the confusion is what is actually coming back, if anything is kind of coming back in any kind of shape or form. So in the live stream that Kabam put out, which I'm referring to, I'm not making any of this stuff up, by the way. This all comes from the live stream that Kabam put out. July 21st, we'll get a bit more kind of like an idea and picture of things. So there's a busy summertime. So there's going to be a Paragon level of rewards. I need to put this better into shot so you can actually see this. There we go. 6-star platinum pool piece crystal. There's going to be a... Is there even more than that? I thought it was going to break down there. You're able to exchange 3 tokens for one of October's champions. One of October's champions up to a 7-star. So theoretically, you're able to get a 7-star for free. That's good. Whichever October's champions are going to be. That's going to be exciting. Hopefully they're good. Actually, I think I need to slow this down because it's thick and fast. There we go. So that's better. That kind of explains stuff. So there's going to be a platinum pool piece. There's going to be something for gold track and there's going to be something for platinum track. So that's going to be a problem as well. Like, are the rich going to get richer? Not me. I'm Mia get Mia. But yeah, the Paragon level stuff. Paragon crystal on the gold track. So the spicy 200 unit ones. 7-star crystal shards are what? What? I forgot about this. Yeah, so there's kind of like a divide between those that spend... Look, okay, if you spend money, you want to feel like you're getting something from the game. And that's something that I've always said in the previous years. When I spent prior to December 2021, my thought process on the game was, look, you don't get any much like money value. There's no questionable whether you could say in a mobile game there's any value for money. But what I'm talking about is when you spend your money, you want to get something for it. The same way that the problem is nowadays is like, well, you can get a lot for you spending money, but then it's questionable as to like value with it. No. This is why I didn't spend anymore, because I just don't want to get away. I want to get away from this politics. There's also going to be consumables. I skipped over the consumables part, didn't I? So Kabam said there's going to be consumables. So that's whatever consumables will be. I'm hoping we see something decent from it. That's always my concern with this, especially for those that are non-spending, getting value. I know we've seen that in like previous years. A lot of the time, there's nothing of kind of huge substance and value, especially when it comes to this event. My other concern with this event is that, because there's not much details, we're kind of going off of what was on that particular live stream. I'm just seeing if there's anything further on my notes. No, there's not anything further on my notes. on this because they didn't mention it, and that was, and I need to put it in here, Summoner Camp solo event. So one of the big things that I really liked about the Summoner Camp was the solo events. The solo events had, let's break this kind of like, funny enough, I did actually do a breakdown to it. Yes, I think I found it. Well, I found the 2021 one. I'll use the 2021 one because I can't find the one for the other. Is that it? It might be it. I'll just use this one. Okay, so the image that I'm going to be referring to is this. This may be from 2022, Cat Murdoch infographic. We love Cat Murdoch. And look, the objectives, the solo event. Sorry, solo event. In the solo event, right at the bottom there, we've got, and can you see that? Let's bring it into shot. I'll put the red circle of doom round it, just so you know. That 300 units. Because this particular summoner camp, if you remember the summoner camp, you'll know it repeated. Was it 2 times? Was it 3 times? One of the 2. And you got a nice chunk of units from it. Actually, I think it was 3. Yeah, I think it was 3 times that it repeated. Oh no, was it shown? No, it was 3, wasn't it? Yeah, it repeats 3 times. I was right the first time. It repeated 3 times, plus the 90 units that you get from the 21 milestone. I think it was like 1,100 and something or other. So it was nearly 1,200 units, and this is the problem because we don't know this. Like it's saying like, oh, you know, we're gonna lose out on this. I mean, I'd love to think that we're still getting something like this, a solo event as well as what Kabam are pitching. So we'll have to see. I'd like to be pleasantly surprised, but this is like, that's a lot. That could be a big loss of rewards, because if Kabam are putting them as kind of like those things, you know, that exist right over there, you know, that you click them and it pops up with a track and then it's just kind of like, well, that's the only thing that you get. If that's the only thing we get, then that kind of will be a bit disappointing, because players could lose out on a regular, because they regularly pick this up. It's every year. It's been every year since what, 2020. 1,100 units. That's a lot of units to lose out on. And it helps out going into things like Cyber Weekend and other stuff. Big for free to play, to be honest. And obviously, if you're spending, then you're getting a chunk. You're getting a lot more. You're getting twice as much for your spending. So that's the big thing, isn't it? More announcements for this is probably going to happen towards the end of the year. So maybe I should not have that opinion just yet until, you know, the event is about to start. But I just found it was a bit weird that we kind of like didn't have that kind of tease. But I guess that's the thing about this kind of live stream, was it was very much kind of a tease for the future. So it's never, and maybe I should stop kind of like getting in the thought process that we're actually going to see the same things repeat back. But the Summoner Camp was actually good. It was good for the solo event. And, you know, I'm sure that a lot of kind of Paragon players or kind of like higher rated players would complain and go, oh, well, I don't really need anything like boosts or tier 1 basics and all this stuff there. But that's not the point. The point is, and especially for free to play, there's also other stuff like energy refills, full energy refills, boosts. Who doesn't love a boost? Boosts are amazing for helping out with content. We've got so many other things, more energy refills. Gram, obviously, there's some stuff that, yes, I agree, is a bit naff. But it was those units, it was those boosts, some other things here or there. Maybe the Ultimate Crystal could give a 4-star. That's some ISO for free. Grandmaster Crystals, ISO for free. I don't know. This is the thing that concerns me about it. Like, I liked how it was kind of done before when it was giving out, you know, what it was giving out. Maybe it was a bit complex in the whole kind of event side of things. But the point is, look, the energy refills, the units, losing out on them could be a bit, meh. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But that's really what Kabam kind of announced from all this, is that there would be a summer event. There would be a chance to get a 7-star or the October champions, which is pretty impressive, to be honest. To give a free 7-star. And also the tokens look a little bit like that. And for those that are Thronebreaker, you're going to be able to get some of the rewards, which is a massive bonus. A massive bonus to pick up some of this stuff. So that's great. Positive. There's summer event. Negative could be the extent of the solo event rewards that come with it are not there. We'll have to see. As I said, it's not until the 21st. I suspect more announcements will come in the future. But I'll take the W of the 7-star champion. I just want to find out about those units as well, because I think it's going to be quite important. But in any case, that has been a video. What are your thoughts on this? Put it in the comment section. Check out some other content located on screen. And have a lovely weekend. And I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.